Jacob deGrom's season has been incredible both for his performance and for the incongruity of that performance with the results he's had to show for it. Despite the fact that he leads the majors with a 1.77 ERA, the Mets have somehow lost 14 of his 23 starts. However, thanks to another gem on Wednesday afternoon against the Reds and some rare run support, deGrom picked up his 6th win of the season in an 8-0 New York rout. That said, 6 wins is a mind-boggling low total for a pitcher who has been as dominant as deGrom. But how does it stack up to ERA champions throughout Major League history? Below are the 10 league ERA leaders who collected the fewest wins in a season in baseball's modern era. This list includes regular starting pitchers only, those who started at least 75% of the games they pitched in the relevant seasons, and includes full seasons only, not, for example, the strike-shortened 1981 and 94 seasons. To qualify for the ERA title, a pitcher must average at least 1 inning pitched per team game for the season. Pitchers marked with an asterisk led the majors in ERA, not just their own league. 1. Joe Magrane, Cardinals, 1988, 5 wins season stats, 5.9, 2.18. ERAMagrane had finished 3rd in NL Rookie of the Year award voting in 1987. Benito Santiago won, after going 9-7 with a 3.54 ERA in 27 games and helping St. Louis win the NL East. As a sophomore, he was even better, except in the win-loss column. Magrane led the majors with a 2.18 ERA in 165 1/3 innings, but the left-hander was just 5.9 in his 24 starts for a Cardinals team that went from 1st in the East to 5th, finishing 76-86 a year after going 95-67. The next season, with a higher ERA, 2.91, but a much better record, 18-9, Magrane would tie for 4th in NL Cy Young Award voting. 2. Tie. Nolan Ryan, Astros, 1987, 8 wins season stats, 8.16, 2.76. ERARyan was 40 years old in 1987, but that didn't stop him from leading the NL in ERA and the major leagues in strikeouts with 270. But the Astros scuffled to a 76-86 third-place finish in the NL West a year after winning the division and making it to the NL Championship Series, and Ryan's record suffered along with the team's. 7 of his 16 losses came in quality starts, at least 6 innings pitched with no more than 3 earned runs allowed. Ryan's winning percentage of .333 in 87 is the lowest ever for a league ERA champ. He still finished 5th in the NL Cy Young Award voting that year. 2. Tie. Ed Siever, Tigers, 1902, 8 wins season stats, 8.11, 1. 91 ERABaseball was a much different game at the turn of the 20th century, of course, and the American League was only in its 2nd year of existence when Siever led the junior circuit with a 1.91 ERA. But the left-hander was pitching for a Detroit team that finished 7th in the 18 league at 52-83, while scoring the fewest runs of any NL club by a wide margin. Its 566 runs were 53 behind the street. Louis Browns. Siever took one especially famous loss in a pitcher's duel with Hall of Famer Rube Waddell, who is about to make an appearance on this list himself. Siever and Waddell both tossed 12 scoreless innings on August 11, 1902, until Waddell himself drove in the game's only run with the 13th inning triple. 2. Tie. Waddell Pirates, 1900, 8-win season stats, 8-13, 2.37 ERA. This was Waddell's first year in the NL, which went from 12 to 8 teams in the 1900s. Several stars including Hall of Famers Waddell, Honus Wagner and Fred Clark went from the Louisville Cardinals to the Pirates as part of the contraction. In his debut season in Pittsburgh, the 23-year-old Waddell led the senior circuit with a 2.37 ERA in 208 2/3 innings, but he finished with a record well below .500, even as the Bucs as a team went 79-60 and finished second to Brooklyn. Waddell would go on to flourish with the Philadelphia Athletics as one of the premier strikeout artists of the dead ball era. 5. Tie. Kevin Millwood, Indians, 2005, 9-win season stats, 9-11, 2.86 ERA. Millwood was only in Cleveland for one season, but he spent that year winning the ERA crown. Even with a sub-3 ERA, Millwood's record stood at 9-11 at season's end. He didn't get much support from his offense. The Indians averaged just 3.6 runs in the 30 games Millwood started, the lowest run support of his career to that point. They scored 2 runs or fewer 13 times. But the 30-year-old did manage to tie for 6th in the AL Cy Young Award voting. 5. Tie. Craig Swan, Mets, 1978, 9-win season stats, 9.6, 2.43 ERABaseball isn't the first Mets hurler to see his ERA not translate to the win column. Exactly 4 decades ago, Swan pitched to an NL best 2.43 ERA over 29 games without reaching double-digit wins. The main culprit was no decisions. Swan had 14 of them, despite posting an ERA of 2.13 in those games. The Mets struggled as a team, finishing in last place in the NL East with a league-worst 66-96 record. Swan didn't even receive an NL Cy Young Award vote. 7. Tie. ERAMagrane Giants, 1983, 10-win season stats, 10-9, 2.25 ERA. This was the best season of Hamaker's career. The 25-year-old left-hander was a breakout all-star, and he finished the season with a Major League best 2.25 ERA in 172 1/3 inning over 23 starts. But he only won one more game than he lost. Hamaker's toughest losses that season came on May 22, when the only 2 runs he allowed in 8 innings were unearned, and the Giants lost to the Expos 2-0, and on July 2, when he pitched into the 10th inning against the Padres only for the walk-off run to score on an error by San Francisco shortstop Johnny Lemister. 7. Tie. Dick Donovan Senators, 1961, 10-win season stats, 10-10, 2.40 ERA. Donovan came to the Senators from the White Sox in 1961, and in his only season with Washington, he won his only career ERA title. But Donovan didn't finish with a winning record, although he did well to battle back from starting 0-5 despite a 3.29 ERA in that stretch. The Senators finished tied for last in the AL with a 61-100 record that year, but for his excellent pitching, Donovan got an All-Star nod and showed up on a few AL MVP award ballots. Video, SD, at Flaw. Johnson throws a complete game. Fans 12-9, tie. Josh Johnson, Marlins, 2010, 11 wins season stats, 11-6, 2. 30 error now into 11-win territory, so you can see just how rare it is for a pitcher who dominates in the ERA to also be held out of the win column. This was Johnson's best season for the Marlins, with the 26-year-old finishing with an NL Best 2.30 ERA to go along with 186 strikeouts in 183 2/3 innings. His record wasn't overwhelming on a middling Florida team, but Johnson's season still got some shine, as he was an all-star, finished 5th in the NL Cy Young Award balloting, and got a couple of MVP votes too. 9. Tie. Juan Guzman, Blue Jays, 1996, 11 wins season stats, 11-8, 2.93 ERA. Guzman broke into the big leagues with a great 3-season stretch. He was the runner-up to Chuck Noble for the AL Rookie of the Year award in 1991, an All-Star in 92, and finished 7th in the AL Cy Young Award voting in 93, all while helping Toronto win back-to-back World Series in the latter 2 years. But he'd gone through 2 straight down seasons when 96 rolled around, only to recapture his form and lead the AL with a 2.93 ERA in 27 starts. Guzman didn't get any AL Cy Young Award votes, even though he was certainly deserving. 9. Tie. John Denny, Cardinals, 1976, 11 wins season stats, 11-9, 2.52 ERABaseball would win the NL Cy Young Award with the Phillies in 1983, after going 19-6, but the right-hander's 11-9 season in 76 with Street Lewis, when he was just 23, was pretty similar in terms of ERA, 2.52 and 76, 2. 37 and 83. Denny didn't get any NL Cy Young Award love in that first breakout campaign, though, even with his ERA title. The top 4 vote-getters were all 20-game winners, even though 2 of them, Don Sutton and Steve Carlton, each had an ERA over 3. 0-0. 9. Tie. Phil Douglas, Giants, 1922, 11 wins season stats, 11-4, 2.63 ERA. Douglas' 1922 season went far beyond him having the best ERA in the NL. It also ended with the 32-year-old right-hander being permanently banned from baseball by the Major League's first commissioner, Kenesaw Mountain Landis. After a mid-season falling out with Giants manager John McGraw, Douglas wrote a letter to his former Cubs teammate and then Cardinals outfielder Les Mann saying that he could be bribed to lead the Giants for the rest of the pennant race. The letter was reported to Landis, who banned Douglas for life. ERA leaders by lowest winning percentage win totals are one way to put deGrom's season into perspective. Winning percentage is another. With the same criteria qualified starting pitchers in a full season, here's a quick list of the 10 league ERA champions with the lowest winning percentage in the modern era. 1. Nolan Ryan, Astros, 1987, .333, 816, 2.76 ERA. 2. Joe Magrane, Cardinals, 1988. 357, 59, 2.18 ERA. 3. Rube Waddell, Pirates, 1900, .381, 813, 2.37 ERA. 4. Ed Siever, Tigers, 1902. 421, 811, 1.91 ERA. 5. Kevin Millwood, Indians, 2005.450, 911, 2.86 ERA 6. Dolph Luke Reds, 1925. 471, 1618, 2.63 ERA 7. Ed Walsh White Sox, 1910.474, 1820, 1.27 ERA 8. Stan Kowaleski, Indians, 1923. 481, 1314, 2.76 ERA 9. Dick Donovan Senators, 1961.500, 1010, 2.40 ERA 10. Dave Stieb, Blue Jays, 1985. 519, 1413, 2.48 ERA. David Adler is a reporter for MLB.com based in New York. Follow him on Twitter @Dadler.